Alexa, you bitch. Jason, do you want to talk about anything or do any, like, introduce yourself at all?
Nope, I'm good.
Man of many words.
Yeah, he's the opposite of me.
Honestly, Joel's kind of like that too, though. Seriously,
Yeah.
he's just like, yeah, he's very matter of fact, very
Stoic.
yeah. Except for that fucking Alexa shit. Like
Now he's jibber
like
jabbering.
a little kid. Alexa, Alexa, Alexa.
You talk to her more than you talk to me.
I feel like I'm being replaced a little bit. Just kidding. No.
You
But like
don't play-
when is, you know what I mean? Like when is he gonna wake up one day and the first words out of his mouth is Alexa instead of good morning?
Next week. No, you won't be here next week. So it's going to happen.
Right, because I'm gonna be gone for a whole
She's
month.
replacing you for real. Holy crap. Can you change, like, her accent or anything?
I don't think we've tried that yet, actually, because I just thought about that. Like, because Siri, you can kind of customize.
Yeah, my guy was British,
Uh-huh.
but then after Brexit, I made him Australian.
Okay. Have you seen the videos for Siri was Mexican?
No.
Oh, it's really funny. Like, it's all the different dialects of Mexico.
Yeah.
And it's like someone speaking really, really fast in Spanish, and then she can understand and respond back.
No way.
Yeah, and then the other one was like, Siri, ¿dónde está la panadería or whatever? And then she's like,
Siri, where is the ice cream shop, I guess?
yeah, like where's the I don't know, popsicle place or whatever. 'Cause
Popsicle stand.
Yeah, let's blow this popsicle stand.
Siri, tell me where it is so I can blow it.
Right. Well, and then she responded, because if you ask Siri right now, she's not going to know. So it was...
Well, we have the, like, not Mexican Siri.
Well, even if she's in Spanish, she doesn't understand, like,
no, she's stupid.
nuances,
But
you
that's
know?
because the people in California and Silicon Valley, though, not the actual... Because
Right.
they
right.
don't know, like, how to understand people who don't speak English in general.
And it was...
Even like different English dialects, Siri would probably have a problem with.
I wish
would
it was
imagine-
a little smarter, yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's because they lack the diversity in that area, probably.
Yeah, it was just funny. And then, like...
Can you imagine a Creole man or a woman trying to talk to Siri, like with
I
their
don't
Creole
even
accents?
know. Well, like the accents are cool. I would like a southern one too.
Just like a real slow drawl.
But I would also like it to understand, because the funny part was, I think for me, it was when this younger guy asked Siri, what's the address to the club or something?
The clue.
And then it said, Pichu pendejo, you live at home and whatever. And did you ask your mom first? It's like, no, I'm an adult. And then
But Siri's Mexican, so she's
Right.
not gonna have any of that shit.
no, ask your mother, okay, before you go to the club, because your ass still lives at home.
You don't even have money for the club. Go home. Like,
Right.
you busted.
It was hilarious. Oh God, I can't even imagine Puerto Rican Siri. That would not be.
She
How the hell would
be
you program
so
that?
smart.
Just kidding.
Just to understand, like, because I have a hard time listening and, like, understanding and engaging when Puerto Ricans speak Spanish at me.
Dude, it's half made up. I don't even think. Like,
well, but that's what's cool about it.
yeah, you have to listen to the tone of the person
Uh-huh.
to really understand what they're trying to say. Like, dude, I have no idea how many words my grandma has for vagina, but I only know that it is what she's talking about because of her tone. Like, she always like, la pandanga, la pájara. And I'm like, oh, that's probably a vagina. I don't know what you're saying, but
La parada.
right. La flor. And then she's got that, like
Like an angry, like she says vagina very angrily, it sounds like.
I don't know what
like
it
she's
is.
mad at it.
Right? The vagina.
That just like every sex ed teacher says it.
Right.
Like they're
God.
pissed at this because I never understood it.
The sex ed was basically, don't touch it. Don't let anyone touch it.
Right. I remember clearly asking, how do you masturbate?
Oh, God.
And they skipped my question.
Yeah. It's not a question that adults are comfortable. Honestly, I don't know what I would do if a child ever asked me that, or like, child under 18 asked me that question.
Like, how do you masturbate? You just touch yourself and explore your body.
I guess that would be the best answer.
Yeah.
Those little kids in like Norway from a young age are actually taught about self-pleasure. Because,
it's important.
Yeah, and they're taught about what each other's parts are called, not like...
My sister makes it a point to call her daughter's vagina a vagina and talk about and this is a penis.
Yeah.
So apparently my sister got a phone call one day after a play date where the girl's mom called my sister and was like, "Hey, your daughter said vagina." And my sister's like,
"Okay.
That's what it's called, right?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Was she calling somebody that? Or was she talking about her actual body?" And she's like, "Well, I guess she wasn't calling anyone a name or anything." So, and she's like, "Okay." And then that was it. The lady didn't know what else to say because there's nothing wrong with a kid saying vagina. If anything, it's good that the kid knows because then the kid's shocking someone when someone's like, "Hey, someone asked if I could touch my vagina." That's
literally
pay attention. That's
right.
good.
Don't call it like I told you about the cookie one.
Fuck.
Oh, that's so disturbing.
Yeah.
But you don't want a little kid to say, "Well, Grandpa ate my cookies," because this little child apparently was just giggled at and, tossed off to the side simply because didn't call it a vagina.
Yeah, just because the language wasn't there to really help her.
Right. And so I don't know what the big deal is. In Norway, they teach kids about kissing, even such a simple thing as this is a kiss that you give your parents. This is one that you give a classmate that's how you greet yourselves. But this is how you would kiss a partner.
And that's different.
And it is different. And so I'm like, that's a healthy relationship with oneself, the body.
Boundaries. Boundaries are really important, especially for kids, because they need to know their boundaries. I hate it when parents make their kids hug everyone or kiss everyone.
Oh my God. Okay.
I hate that.
So my personality, when I was little, I hated hugging people because it made me uncomfortable. It wasn't that I didn't like you. I was not a hugger. I'm still not a hugger.
Me too.
I'm really not. And so when I grew up and realized that my personality is actually I'm not
touchy.
And I'm not socially inept and I understand cues, but I'm just not, I'm not driven by my emotions. And so for me, it was like, whoa. Personal space. Mm-hmm. I don't know you. And I thought immediately about germs. I thought about, I don't want to smell anybody. I thought about, damn it, now her boob's going to be in my face. There were a lot of things going through my head every time.
You were just uncomfortable when people put their bodies near you like that.
Exactly. Especially because it was also confused with, these are boundaries, but not when you're getting a hug.
Right.
What is that? I don't know.
That's lame.
It's so weird. And I don't know why we shy away from all that. It's weird.
All right. Well, I think this is
probably
the
way over
end of our first episode. Please keep listening. Subscribe,
comment.
Comment nice things or constructive criticism is always encouraged. Be nice.
Be kind to thy
Be
neighbor.
neighborly. Yes. All right. Well, thank you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening. Again, this was an unreleased episode that we recorded prior to the first official episode of Hey Neighbor. So I've got a couple more of these lost episodes I'll probably be putting out at some point. That is it for this week. We'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this episode, you can help us out by subscribing on your podcast app and leaving a rating or review. Find Hey Neighbor on Facebook or on Twitter at HeyNeighborPod. Feel free to leave us feedback or conversation ideas. You can also email us at heyneighborpodcast@gmail.com. Bye, neighbors.